You know, we love to support our veterans, and Connecticut Veteran Grown is the perfect way to do that. At Hens on the Hill Farm in South Windham, you're going to find some wonderful maple syrup made right on the property.
So incredible. Joining us in our studios now is the owner of the farm, Joshua Unick, along with Sarah Layton, who is the agricultural coordinator for CT Veteran Grown. Thank you for both for being here, and we're so excited. For CT Veteran Grown, tell us a little bit about what that is and why we want to support that.
Sure. So Connecticut Resource Conservation and Development, CTRC&D, is where I actually work, and CT Veteran Grown is one of those programs. So we started this initiative about a year and a half ago, and really it is to support our farmer veterans. We provide one-on-one assistance to them, marketing resources, training opportunities, and then on the other side, we are also working on a marketing initiative to bring awareness to our Homegrown by Heroes logo.
Josh, you're on a sub, and you were with the Navy.
Yes, that's correct.
And did you ever think 9 years ago that you'd be making maple syrup?
It never crossed my mind.
It never crossed your mind, right?
No.
And how difficult, I know we were just talking in the break, how difficult it is to make one bottle of maple syrup. Talk to us about that process.
Yeah, so we collect all the maple sap. There's a very short amount of time that you're able to collect sap in the early spring. This year was about 2 weeks that we had here in Connecticut. We collected a few thousand gallons of syrup, and you have to boil that all down, boil the water content off to turn it into what is considered legally maple syrup.
It's incredible.
Remarkable.
I mean, once you see all that goes into it, you understand why it's such a special product. Tell us about Hens on the Hill. We love the name.
Well, thank you. So we named our farm originally after my wife's pet chickens, and we live on a pretty steep hill. So we have our hens on the hill, and we make the maple syrup.
And Josh, I have to be honest, I used to go into Bickford's. Remember Bickford's, the restaurant chain? They used to sell the maple syrup with the pancakes. I did not know what maple syrup was growing up on Long Island, because we had Aunt Jemima, and we had the fake stuff.
Yeah.
And then when I met my partner Paul, he was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "You have to use pure maple syrup." And then I tasted it, and I can't go back. So now I actually sneak bottles into restaurants for brunch that I know don't sell real maple syrup or use real maple syrup. So I'm going to sneak one of your bottles in with me.
Excellent, yeah. We actually have very small bottles
Oh,
for that
good,
purpose.
perfect. I love that.
I mean, it is so different. And then, you know, as consumers, you know, we really want to encourage here on Great Day Connect. We love to shop local. We love to celebrate all that Connecticut has. How does it really make a difference, and how can we support Connecticut veterans?
So if you go to our website, ctveterangrown.org, there actually is an interactive map. We have over 40 farmer veterans on there right now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You can, yes, including Josh, and you can search for products. You can say, I'm looking for maple syrup, I'm looking for beef, I'm looking for strawberries. And our interactive map will direct you to those farms. You can also search by your zip code and find out what farms are near you to best support them.
And Josh, when somebody sees the price of a bottle of maple syrup, they shouldn't shy away. It takes a lot of work.
It does take a lot of work. A lot of love gets put into every bottle to make it.
And what did you say, 7,000? What was that, the ratio?
So this year we had about 90-to-1 was syrup to sap ratio.
90.
It was like 7,000 gallons of sap, and you made how many bottles?
A little bit, the bottles, it was over 60 gallons of syrup. Yeah.
7,000 to 60. Well, that's
The other thing is, you know, it's kind of like really good chocolate. You need less of it. So
You can never have too much.
yeah, but I mean, like, it lasts a while because it's so delicious. You don't have to drench everything. Yeah.
It's great in coffee as well. Very versatile. You can use it in a lot of different ways.
Well, we can't thank you enough for being on the show. Continued success. Thank you for your service, and thank you, Sarah, for being with us.
Yeah,
Thank you for your
wonderful.
support.